Steve and Nancy are the worst couple of all time. I would rather Eleven end up with Will, who is sort of her brother and is gay. Mike end up with Max, and Dustin end up with Lucas or some shit. I will not tolerate if these two end up together. Like, this has to be the worst of the show. It is followed immediately by Joyce and Hopper, but I'm still okay with them to some extent because Joyce has no one left, okay? Like, her best man died. But Nancy has options, okay? I don't know what happened to Jonathan. He was a good character, but season 3 kind of didn't. Season 4 completely ruined him. And season 4, for some reason, she's interested in Steve again. And I understand why, because Steve got hotter with time, whereas Jonathan now looks worse than ever, okay? He was cute in the first 2 seasons, but now, after becoming a drug addict, now he looks even worse. Okay, fine, I get it, but we're not talking about looks here. Steve doesn't even know Nancy. I don't care if he went through a redemption arc, but he's only interested in Nancy because he's desperate, okay? If Robin was not a lesbian, he wouldn't even be interested in Nancy. The guy has no one left and he thinks he needs to go back to Nancy. Otherwise, like, you can replace Nancy with any other girl and nothing would change because Steve doesn't even like Nancy. He doesn't even know her, bro. I think there's one scene that solidified this. After 4 seasons, Steve has no idea who Nancy is. And it's this scene in the car where Steve is talking about having like multiple kids and living in a van somewhere. Do you think a woman like Nancy would have 7, 8 kids or something? Like, this shows that Jonathan would never say that. There might be some issues in Jonathan and Nancy's relationship, but Jonathan knows everything about Nancy, okay? He understands she's ambitious, okay? He understands what she wants. Yes, I know they had a fight in season 3 where, you know, Jonathan's problems were never addressed, but that's fine. I mean, they can talk it through. I mean, but this should not happen, guys. I'm also okay with Steve and Jonathan ending up together. Like, Jonathan, I'm fine with. Jancy, I'm fine with. All 3 of them going separate ways, I'm fine with. But Steve and Nancy, like, every time they showed up in season 4, they had a moment. I used to skip that scene, especially on a rewatch. I could not stand it. I could not stand that cringe. I think two types of scenes I skipped. Their scenes and the Russian storyline. The Russian storyline has been cancer for this show from season 3. I swear, if these two happen again, I'll be really angry. But Steve is probably gonna die. I don't know. I don't want Jonathan to die before having a proper, I wouldn't say redemption, but he needs to do something, okay? I already made a video about it. Also, I'm excited for the new season tomorrow. Let's see how it is.